tell me a bit about what you do
Okay.
at St. Mark's?
All right. So I'm Mr. Osei, and I'm the head of careers in PSHE. And what we do basically with careers, you need to try and so the government has got this Gatsby benchmarks. It's 8 Gatsby benchmarks, and you're supposed to, as a school, you're supposed to make sure the students cover all that before they leave. So it is more of a spiral development right from year 7. When they come, they need to be introduced to careers, and as they go through, like obviously in year 10, year 11 and 12, they have to do work experience and all that, and they need to know a lot about labour market information as well. So that's what they do through the years. And we also work with Morrisby, so that is like a website that deals with careers. So it's got a tracker for them to know that they're covering literally all the Gatsby benchmarks. And with PSHE, we just do things with relationships, education, economics, and everything that happens, that is current, and we feel students need to know about it, like hate crime, for example. And just recently we had assemblies on home safety. So we had the fire service coming in, to talk about that. Year 11s have also had road safety workshops. Year 7s have had that as well. And the whole of last week we had assemblies on the police with the community, what they do for the community and things. So that is basically what I do.
Oh, thank you. So how did you know you wanted to go down the route of careers? Because obviously you're a science teacher.
Right, so I was the STEM coordinator. And with STEM, being a STEM coordinator, I had to get people, I had to get external agencies coming in to talk about, I don't know if you know about a lot about STEM, so basically science, technology, engineering and math. And because there's a lot of vacancies within that sector, so the government is trying to promote a lot of students to get into those areas. So I used to get a lot of like STEM ambassadors to come in, a lot of businesses come in to talk to them about it, and I really enjoy that because and as a science teacher, sometimes you get students coming into sixth form and they haven't got a clue what they want to do. And all the time I'm quite interested in what goes out there in terms of job opportunities and things like that, because when I was in uni doing my teaching practice, I just happened to go on this prospects.ac.uk, and it's got a lot of job opportunities out there. But then when you're talking to students, they don't have a clue. It will surprise you to you've got students that are doing biology, but then they don't really know anything about pharmacy. They don't know anything about, it's just the very popular ones like forensic science, maybe medicine, that's about it. But then you've got tons and tons of jobs available out there. So when this opportunity came, I thought I would just grab it because I had that passion, I still got that passion for advising students on careers and things like that.
So would you say that's sort of the main challenge in your job, students that are unsure?
So that's the thing. There are opportunities out there, and a lot of students are not very sure in terms of the pathway to choose. Couple of years back, apprenticeships was not a thing. People thought apprenticeships were for people that are not very academic. But then now we've got degree apprenticeships, which is basically a win-win for a student because you don't end up, with any debt. You're gonna get your qualification, you're gonna get your degree. At the end of it, you get paid whilst doing the job. So, I mean, that's something that everybody should consider, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's good for you to go to university as well, but then there are certain professions I personally think it is good for you to train on the job, like we just talked about. So there are so many other opportunities out there, and it's always good for students to know. So getting that message across for them to make that decision before they leave the school. Because the trouble is when they leave, then they're not really going to get that information.
Yeah,
from
you're
anywhere,
sort of
you
just
know.
on your own,
That's
aren't you?
exactly. Yeah.
So what advice would you give to someone who doesn't really know what they want to do?
Right. So when it comes to making decisions like that, it's not set in stone, because myself, I was a microbiologist before I got into teaching, so you can actually change as you go along. But then I just let students know all the available opportunities and which one will be more suitable for them. So you just have that conversation, but then it can't not be just the student's decision. Maybe parents might want to give their advice as well, in terms of which way. So I give them that information. I just get them to go and think about it, maybe have a discussion with parents and see the way forward. But at the end of the day, it is your choice, isn't it? As in that you're the one that's going to do the job.
Yeah, exactly.
So like 70% of the decision should come from you.
Yeah.
I'm just an advisor. I'll just give you an advice. I'm just an advisor. I will not, force you to go a certain route.